Jeez, life of a hustler. Yo, every day I'm on the hustle like that's all I know. A 9 to 5 out the streets long as I'm touching dough. Ain't in a robbing full of pride, I'd rather get my own. That's how I've been since I was a youngin' and now I'm grown. I got a daughter and I know what she depending on.
And we're going to get to some things. So let me be very clear in the beginning. We going to have some fun, man. We gonna laugh. We going to feel. We going to cry. We going to do all that. But most importantly, we going to learn and look at some things a whole lot different. At some point in this here journey, lack of a better term, we are going to talk about what they call it, current affairs, and but most of all, it's about living a good life. And let me let you know real quick, I done lived 2 lifestyles in one lifetime. I'm a stone cold alcoholic as of this day. I got over 14 years of sobriety. I have been reprogrammed. For instance, you're going to learn things such as, what is a program? Program, by definition, is to equip the person with a set of instructions to solve a problem. What is the problem? Me. The problem ain't the white man. The problem ain't the government. The problem ain't the school, the police, and none of that shit that people use excuses for instead of correcting their own behavior. But anyway, not to go too deep, man, and not to keep shit over your head like a shower nozzle, but we're going to get to it, man. We're going to talk about marriage. We're going to talk about income. We're going to talk about budgeting. We're going to talk about smoking weed. We're going to talk about alcohol, motorcycles, suit, whatever, man. Shit, you could even call in and give us a topic. But put a little disclosure on there real quick. If your skin is thin, you probably don't want to tune in, because we going to get to it around here, right? We going to end some shit. I even thought about calling this here thing, Fuck What They Talking About. That was my original name. Let me give you an example. Got all these damn gurus and all of this on Instagram, and everybody could show you how to do something like this and do something like that. Well, I'm sitting in my OG studio right now that did it, and you probably ain't even heard of him. Why? Because he doing it. If motherfucker telling you what they doing, 9 times out of 9, they not doing it. That's the type of shit we gonna get to around here. Okay? We gonna crack some philosophies. We gonna look into why we believe certain things. And keep in mind, belief means to accept something that's true. And let me let you know off the top, I don't believe in shit. I am a hardcore data needer. I need the data because I would rather know than believe. I would rather know than to have faith. And I know that this thing gonna be successful here. Okay? If we suit up, show up, be consistent, give the people what they looking for, it's going to hit. Not worried about no money, not worried about none of that shit. We doing it from right here. Right? We're going to give you some other things. What's some of the other shit? And I'm using the word shit on purpose. And keep in mind, I have a very colorful language. I could put cuss words together, make them sound like a symphony, but don't worry about that. For instance, people say, you know, in my mind, and this is not your mind. This is your brain inside your cranium. The mind is a whole nother topic, whole nother sermon, so on and so forth. But that's the type of stuff we're going to be getting into, you know, and then you will understand why I say you better tell them or I will. Because if I get to the podium, I'm burning the building down. You will be different after listening to me. I guarantee you that. And I'm going to do my best to teach you how to use a filter. Meaning you hear something here and then you run your ass to work and end up fired thinking you know and understand what I'm putting down here. So we're gonna help you get through this. And I'm looking forward to it, man. And I am beyond appreciative of my OG partner. Shit, we can start there, man. I was 16 motherfucking years old. Come on, man. And I walked into 431 West Juanita, Glendora, California, and I had arrived. This album was coming that we had no idea was going to change the game. You might know the album as The Chronic. For about a year and a half, we played that album every day and smoked all the weed, man. And my OG that's behind all of this right here, that believe in me to set this up so I could come in here and do this for y'all. Him and two of my other OGs, shout out to Paul and Scoob. So it's Jamal, Paul, and Scoob, and they paid the rent on this house in Glendora, suburban life. I'm not hood or ghetto. I'm not hood or ghetto. I'm suburban. Okay? To the bone. 4 bedrooms, a better swimming pools, all that shit. Right? And I walk in this house, and my man Jamal is sweeping the floor. And they dap me up, man, and my life been different from that. And we're going to give you some of the things that we, how could I say it? Not that we talk directly, but the camaraderie and the unit developed principles, if you will. It's a certain way that we live that stems from this 431 experience. And we gonna get into that, man. A lot of good times, a lot of we done shared tears at that motherfucker, but more than that, we lived and laughed, you know. And again, I was 16. They threw my 17-year birthday, my 17th birthday party in that same house, man. And I have a desire. It used to be this big, but now it's like this big, to go back and buy that home. But anyway, man, we gonna have some fun. We gonna get into it, and we gonna help straighten out the thought process, or definitely give you another way to look at things. And since we, you know, just letting it roll, a lot of us believe a lot of things and got a lot of desires, and we really don't know how to execute or take action to bring it into reality. So if you, one day, soon, we're going to take this camera and we're going to go through this whole studio, which was an image in my brother's mind. And now it's real life. And we're going to get his ass to come from behind the camera and explain how did he think of it, how did he do it, but more important than how did he do it, we going to find out how he got the authorization from the queen to do it. Because us, as men go through the queen to get something done. And oh, Lord, if you think that man runs it, this is not the show for you. I'm going to kill all that male chauvinistic thinking, because that shit almost killed me. Listening to men in my family directly. That's not the philosophy to have. But when you have a woman, not a thought, not a hoe, not a bitch, not a baby mama, not any of these other derogatory names that we use to describe the most powerful thing walking the planet besides thought, we go through the queen to make things happen. Because if the queen said you cannot have that here, we would not be sitting here on this camera in this situation right now. So that's the type of stuff we're going to get to, man. And we're going to break it down. We're going to teach you about books. We're going to suggest certain books to read, depending on what you want to do. We're gonna give you definitions of words, because a lot of people walk around using words and don't know what they mean and wonder why they're not shaping the reality, and they're educated. For instance, education should edge you into the creation of the life you want. If it don't, your education is pointless. Oh man, let me stop, man. Go ahead. Let me stop. Come on, man. I don't mean to hurt your feelings on the first one, but man, we gonna get to it. That's the type of things we're gonna do. And it'll probably take me, I don't know, I don't want to put no time on it, but I'm gonna have my wife coming here. All right, me and my wife been together 26 years, married for 13. And remember, I told you I'm alcoholic, sober for 14 years. And in those 14 years, I've been an adult for 11. We're going to break all that down. And we're going to get her opinion of it, right? Because I don't do anything without the queen. Come on, man. We gonna get to it, baby. And you already know. You better tell them or I will. Word up, man. And shit. Life is good, man. Life is really, really good. Life is really good, especially when you take responsibility for yourself. When you stop making excuses about anything from the job, him, her, them, they. Let me tell you something. It's been 14 motherfucking years. Them and they ain't messed with me in 14 years. It's like oh shit, he done found us out and they left. And they over there messing with you now. Them and they don't come around me. Because it used to be always, they over there, them, they always got something to say. They over there talking about that shit ain't happened to me in 14 years. Because I took responsibility. What is responsibility? The ability to respond. The ability to respond to what? Life. Bills. Co-workers. Police. Restaurant servers. All of this. But more important than that, I have the ability to respond to what comes in my ear that help create some of these thoughts. Right? So I'm responsible. Because I learned in the last 14 years,
life of a hustler,
that my mind is mine.
Yo.
Yeah.
Every day I'm on the hustle like that's all I know. A 9 to 5 out the streets long as I'm touching dough. Ain't in a robbing full of pride, I'd rather get my own. That's how I've been since I was a youngin' and now I'm grown.